Okay, I'm back for part 2, and for part 2 we're going to be looking at comparisons and final thoughts for the Freedom. So you can see the Strike Freedom just fell, but they're both in their full burst modes, which is what I meant to tell you before he fell. And the Freedom honestly looks a little bit more dangerous and menacing. I mean, just look at that. 4 cannons, ready and armed. I mean, sure, the Strike Freedom has Dragoons, but you can't use them with the models unless you have that super full burst mode, Master Grade, which is like $100, which I'll never get, by the way. And he can't hold the post well, as you just saw. Put them off to the side for now. The differences are the wings. This one's like a little bit more like in one place. The Strike Freedom's wings are kind of like, well, in my opinion, they're better because they're more spread out and they're easier to manage. Except for the fact they fall apart every half second. Hate that. And they just look overall nicer. I might just swap the backpacks if I feel like it. Get this guy's arm out of the way. That works. The rail cannons are much more different. This one has no handles and are considerably shorter than the Freedoms. I mean, they're ridiculously long, while this one's like, it looks like you just attach the rifle to your waist. Okay, get Strike Freedom to stand. There you go. Another difference is in the shields. There's this solid defending shield, and this guy, like, it looks like it's gonna defend well, but it looks kind of weird. The only reason it would probably be better is because technically, I'm pretty sure the Strike Freedom can make 2 of these guys for even more defense. Also, the joints in the Strike Freedom are gold, while the Freedoms aren't. The shoulders are a bit different. The little thruster on the inside is not as visible as it is here. Pop their heads up because I really want to show you guys this. The Freedom's on the left, Strike Freedom's on the right, and even if it's a bit blurry, you can still tell the difference. Freedom looks like, I don't know, it just looks better to me. A lot more simple, but it's cooler. So, overall, I think the Freedom wins. Kira should have stuck with this guy, just gotten the gold parts attached, and I mean, honestly, is it too much to ask for a Dragoon system attached to these wings? I mean, can you imagine Dragoon system attached to wings that already have cannons on them? And then the beam rifles right here, that's like 10 guns, not including the Dragoon system. That would be epic. Epic win. So yeah, post down on the bottom if you think that's a cool idea and they should do it in another series or something. Or someone should make a video of that. That would be really badass. Also, while the Strike Freedom has like a double jointed neck where it does that chicken motion, the normal Freedom doesn't. I really couldn't care less because I never really cared for that chicken motion. Also, the arms have no forward-backward motion due to the fact that it's just a solid peg. It's not that big of a deal, but to some people it might be. And for final thoughts, well, the Freedom is a really great Gundam. If you're going to get a no grade, because for some reason you can't afford the Master Grades of either of the 2 Freedoms, get the no grade Freedom. It's better in quality, I guess. I mean, I really like this guy. So, if you guys ever think of the question, which one would be better, the Freedom or the Strike Freedom? Because I don't want to get the Master Grades because I just can't afford it right now. Get the Freedom. It's better, it's more posable, and honestly, it's an awesome build and everything. And I really like how the beam sabers can connect. Good hold on the beam sabers too, by the way. If I forgot anything, post down there, and that should be about it. And here's an extra bit of news. Here's the overvisor I mentioned in 2 videos. 1 to 144th scale, my first one. I'm expecting the Double O Gundam and the Sheridan Gundam, I believe, along with some Gundam markers, so expect a review of those guys sooner or later. And honestly, if you want a review of any of my other Gundams, feel free to ask. Also, I have some action figures from back in the day where it was still famous in America. So, I got stuff from 8th MS Team, some from Zeta Gundam, 0083, and plenty more. You just gotta find them. So I can do reviews of those guys if you want. And I think that's all I need to say. See you at the next review, I guess.